Jalen Milroe coming back for his senior season. Big news. But there's a few reasons why. I'm going to talk about that. And also the Crimson Tide hiring a new coach that's got some insight on the team they're playing in the Rose Bowl. Thanks for hanging out with us here on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel, brought to you by Pearl River Resort. Let's get this thing going. Roll Tide, everybody. What do you say, everybody? I'm Mick Gillispie. Welcome to the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Roll Tide. That's normally when you hit the bell. All right, let's get into this. First off, the news today was made on one of our partners, one of our friends. We do work with Disrupt the Media, and those guys on the next round are fantastic. I think they're the best show in the state. And they have Jalen Milroe on, thanks to Crane Works. Look at this, all these pubs to the other channel. But Milroe came on, and they asked him if he was coming back. And Milroe said, yeah, I'm coming back for my senior season. All right. Why is this news? Why is it news? I mean, of course he's coming back, right? Have we ever questioned that he's coming back? And I get it. We're in this world of NILs and transfer portal. But the guys that matter don't seem to transfer from Nick Saban and Alabama, right? This is the starting quarterback on one of the teams that is vying for the national championship. And this guy's come so far this year, and he's figured it out along the way. But why was it significant? Well, I think that some people are just like, oh, he's coming back. Like, he's coming back for another year. What it said to me was senior season. He's a redshirt sophomore, which means that next year is his junior season. But if it's his senior season in his mind, then that tells you right now that he's coming back for one more year, and he's got designs on the NFL. Did I think he was going anywhere else? No, never. Not even for a second. But when he said senior season, the light bulb went off. Okay, well, what does that mean for the quarterback room? Ty Simpson, you got Dylan Laudergan. Julian Sayin is signing next week, the number one quarterback, a 5-star prospect, and he'll be there to help Alabama prepare for Michigan come next week after he signs. What does that mean to the quarterback room? Well, first off, if I'm Ty Simpson, I'm probably thinking about getting out. Now, he may not. And look, and if he thinks that he can win the competition, then he should stick around. I mean, the best example of that is Mac Jones, who did it, stuck around, waited his time. He even had a DUI that could have derailed his entire career in his life, and he owned up to it, and he did everything he had to do, and now he's an NFL quarterback, right? A lot of us didn't see that coming. So for Simpson, he's got to worry about the guys behind him, not just the guy in front of him. Laudergan's turning a lot of heads, still figuring out the playbook, but I think he's closer than he was at the beginning of the year to taking that number 2 spot. Then you got Julian Sayin, who from all intents and purposes is the next superstar coming in after Bryce Young, right? I mean, you're talking about all of the hype and the accolades and the success and everything else. The guy can throw the ball, a quarterback, football savant. So if you're in that, in that quarterback room, to me, I'm thinking, okay, Tyler Buckner's already transferred. He's out, right? He's going back to Notre Dame to play lacrosse. So I guess the guy I would probably keep an eye on would be Ty Simpson, but he could prove everyone wrong and go out there and just get it done. And I don't think that's impossible to see coming as well. The bottom line is this, is that Milroe is coming back for his senior season. Even though it's technically his redshirt junior season, the way that we've seen him progress this year, puts him on a trajectory next year to be a first-round pick, to go into the NFL, to be a Heisman hopeful. He was close this year. So that's kind of where it is next year, right? Is he going to continue to grow? I think so. And you're talking about a guy with freakish ability. So, yeah, right off the bat, to hear that, he's coming back for his senior season. The other big news today was the hiring of George Helow, a former Alabama assistant, right? He started out coaching under Kirby Smart at Alabama. Yeah, Kirby Smart, the defensive coordinator. And apparently he really was even in the weight room before that. Ended up in Michigan, left Michigan, wasn't part of their staff this year. But Nick Saban liked him enough to bring him back. There's some openings on the staff. He's got some familiarity to Michigan. So this is a hire that has turned a lot of heads here as Alabama prepares to take on Michigan in the Rose Bowl on New Year's Day. So definitely something that could help Alabama prepare. I don't think that's why he got hired, but I think that it definitely is something that he'll be able to help out with as they get ready. And he's coming in and he's going to start immediately. So this is the time of year where you're going to see some guys leave. Alabama just had an assistant go to Mississippi State to be their defensive coordinator. We see this every single year. The good thing is I just feel like this staff could stick together a little longer than just where we are right now. And I guess the reason why is, Tommy Rees just got there. First year, he's a young guy. Kevin Steele's done a fantastic job. If he's not getting a head coach job, he might as well just stick there and be the defensive coordinator for Alabama and help them get the job done. So anyway, that's where we are right now. Wasn't a huge day of news, but National Signing Day is coming up next week, and Alabama is poised to have possibly the number one class, depending on what publication you look at. They're going to be in the top 2 or 3. Nick Saban's flying around the country right now, and he is meeting with the best players, the guys that have committed, including Julian Sand. He's going from Chattanooga to California, all over the place. This guy's still at it. I was asked if Nick Saban is going to retire. People keep asking me this. I don't think it's happening. Whether Alabama wins the national championship or they don't win the national championship, I think he still really loves doing this job. I put a video out on this last week, and I stand by that. If he got up at the end of the playoff and said, hey, it's over, it would shock me. I'd be sad. But at 72, you wouldn't be surprised. He just doesn't look like a 72-year-old. And the honest truth is that the guy signed a contract. I think he's going to live out that contract. I think that's his expectations for himself. So I'm not expecting him to do anything other than coach Alabama. And I think that's where we are right now. Anyway, guys, I want to remind you that we're presented by Pearl River Resort. Now's a great time to go over and check out everything that they got going on in Choctaw, Mississippi, Philadelphia, right there by Tuscaloosa. It's like an hour and a half, 2 hours or less from Birmingham. They got the Timeout Lounge, the sports book out there where you can gamble on the Crimson Tide. You can bet on college football, basketball, the NBA, the NFL, NHL, all that stuff. They've got all the big TVs to watch it. They've got the kiosks, they've got individual betting stations. It's a really fun place to go. Grab a group of your buddies and go out there. They've got the spa, the Dancing Rabbit golf course. It's a fantastic place to spend your time. And this time of year, you've worked your ass off all year and you're looking to wind down. Check out Pearl River Resort. Find out for yourself. The other thing that I want to tell you guys is this. Is that we're brought to you by Modern Lending. Our friend Chad Anderson, who is on the channel a lot. He has helped over 10,000 families get into homes and businesses. He's also an investment consultant, an Airbnb expert, and he's a big Crimson Tide guy as well. So find out for yourself at this Chad is real or chadanderson.info. Thanks for hanging out and roll tide.